I'm going to talk about outgoing pattern. Let's look at weather warning. There is some weather warning. The weather warnings are for Ukul, Hamilton, Sissaga, Brampton, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Markham, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge. Those is Hamilton. Those is going to get some weather advisory with some special weather statement as the other one. With some locally heavy rainfall spots. With some local rainfall amounts possibly exceeding 50 millimeters is going to continue this morning into this evening. So it's going to start from Sunday, August 2nd, 6:29 a.m. to August 2nd, 10:29 p.m. Eastern Standard Time special. So let's look at Niagara on the Lake. Let's do properly. So Niagara on the Lake is gonna get some yellow warning with some rainfall warning. It's localized heavy rainfall is expected with some local rainfall amounts exceeding 50 millimeters. It's gonna continue this morning. This thunderstorms. So let's look at next. It starts from Sunday, August 2nd, 3:47 a.m. to Sunday, August 2nd, 7:47 p.m. So Niagara Falls City is going to get some similar rainfall mornings. So let's look at Coburg. So Coburg, it's only Coburg. So Coburg Brighton is going to get some rainfall advisory, which is weather advisory. It's on some Saturday, August 1st, 9:03 p.m. to Sunday, August 2nd, 1:03 p.m. Special weather statement. In fact, it's on locally heavy rainfall showers and thunderstorms possible. It's on locally heavy rainfall possibly exceeding 150 millimeters, beginning overnight or Sunday morning, ending Sunday evening. So that's Babel included. So Babel's also part of weather warning. So let's look at pressure pattern starting from before that what calls the pattern. So there's some low pressure which is pulled by the trough. There was a trough that pulls the low pressure from the Gulf of Mexico all to the southern Canada, southeastern Canada. And there's some high pressure in the middle, which is somewhere in Manitoba, southern Manitoba, that blocks rainfall in not Western Canada. So there's some 998 doesn't count. So there's some high pressure causing like it goes above the rainfall in south. Gonna ignore that what it says. So there's some high pressure near southern Manitoba or Canada-US border that's causing that will block the rainfall from heading towards southern Ontario to east. So let's look at pressure we already done. So let's look at APM. So 1000 is 12 millibars of pressure. Let's go to the next stepper, which is APM. There is something like sport. So 1016, 1012 millibars of pressure. Let's go to the next stepper, which is APM 1012, 1060 millibars, 1040 millibars of pressure. Let's go to APM. So 1060, 1060 millibars of pressure. Let's go to the next tower, which is 2 p.m. August the 2nd. So wire time hoops with got to get some 6.25 millimeters. Thunderbird, Sotheby inlines got to get some 6.25 millimeters. So Oko, Sissaga, Brampton, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Stouffville, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Belleville. Those are going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. Scarborough, the heavy is going to be 12.5 millimeters. The light is going to be 6.95. Niagara Lake, the heavy light is 2.5. The light is going to be 6.5. Same thing in Niagara City, but it's more holding 6.15 millimeters of rainfall. So Oshawa is going to be 12.5 millimeters. So that's a heaviest light is going to be 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Scarborough is going to be 12.5 heaviest. Its light is going to be 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Actually, 80.75 is heaviest. The 80.75 is the heaviest, and the Scarborough light is going to be 6.25 millimeters. Perry is going to get some 84.75. Babylon's is going to get some 6.25 millimeters. That's going to be. So Jodidia Babylon's is going to be 12.5 millimeters. So that's going to be 80.75 millimeters. So per ounce is going to get some 6.25. Hanover is going to be 2.5, including Hanover. So Collingwood's going to be 80.75 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is so Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Collingwood's going to be 6.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Scarborough's gonna get some first layer, which is 6.25. So it's got a layer, which is 37.5 millimeters in Scarborough. That's the heaviest. The light is going to be fifth layer, which is 80.75 millimeters of rainfall. Sisaka is going to get some. So Mississauga is gonna get 80.75 millimeters. So Brampton Orange is gonna get some 6.25. Oco Hamilton is gonna get some 6.25. Lake 6.25. Varsity the light is gonna be 6.5. Heavy is going to be 12.5. Coburg is going to get some 80.75 millimeters. Coburg. Peterborough is going to be 6.25. Belvoir 6.25 millimeters. So it's actually 12.5 Belvoir Peterborough. So Coburg is actually 80.75. So Ashwa is going to get some. So Ashwa is going to get some. So the layer 7. So 31.5 millimeters, 25 millimeters of rainfall. That's an Ashwa. Uxbridge is going to get some 6.25. Georgina is going to get some 7 layer, which is. So it's going to get some 31 millimeters of rainfall, 31.75 millimeters of rainfall, it's like 25. 31.24. So that's in Georgia. Traveler is going to get some 31.5 millimeters of 21.25 millimeters of Traveler. So very, that's also a lot. Very is going to get some. So 6.25. 80.75 millimeters of Betty. So let's look at our capacity. It's only done with this 12.5 millimeters. So let's go to next worlds in honor white sun is going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. There is something. So line said OB white sun worlds is 0.15 honor bomb sun beach Salabi and line's gonna be 2.5 millimeters. So Niagara Falls City is going to be 12.5. Niagara on the lake is going to be 6.25 millimeters. So Oko is going to be 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. So since August, so let's look at Oku. We only did Sydney. So Mississauga. So 25 millimeters of Mississauga, good 25 millimeters. So Brampton is going to be 80 millimeters. Orangeville is going to be 12.5 millimeters, including the market. So Orangeville New Market is different. So Orangeville is going to get some also same thing as New Market. So Scarborough is going to get some 25. 31 millimeters heaviest in Scarborough, so 35. 80 millimeters lightest in Scarborough, so Coburg is gonna get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall, so it's actually 31 millimeters, actually 25 millimeters of rainfall, that's in 80.75 is in Coburg, Peterborough's gonna be 12.5 millimeters, Belmore's gonna be 80.75 millimeters, so Betty's gonna be 6.5. Let's go to get some 25 millimeters of rainfall, Georginia's gonna get some. So 31.5 and 25 millimeters Bevel, but that's the Beverly Isles where it's going to be 600. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. So Bevel's going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's correct that later. So Collingwood, Bombay, Sunny South Bay, Milan, Berry, Georgia is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So let's look at Scarborough. So 12.5 latest in Scarborough, the heaviest is 80.75. So Sissaga, Brampton, which was going to get 12.5 millimeters. Toronto, which one in markets going to be 12.5 millimeters. Scarborough is going to get some 80.75 millimeters. So Oakland, if it's 80.75 light, is going to be 12.5 millimeters. So I was going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Coburg is going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. 80.75 millimeters of rainfall. That's in Coburg. So Peterborough is 80.75 millimeters of rainfall. Actually 12.5 in Coburg and Peterborough. So Melbourne is going to be 80.75 millimeters. So Oshawa is going to get some lightest 12.5 already done. So Hooksville is going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Babylon is 6.25. So Niagara on the Lake is going to be 2.5, 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. It's the heaviest. Light is going to be 2.5, heavy is going to be 12.5, 80.75 millimeters of rainfall. And Niagara Falls City is going to get some 31.5 millimeters in Niagara Falls City. That's the light, that's the heaviest. Light is going to be 80.75 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Port Albert. Harnham is going to be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Beverly Hills is going to get no. Bevel's going to get already done. So let's go to the next tab, which is and it is something. Betty, Olala, Cooper, Peterborough, Bevel's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Betty. Let's go to the video. There is articles 2 B, there's articles 5 B, there's articles 8 B, there's articles 7 B, there's articles 8 A, there's articles 7 B, there's articles 2 B, there's articles 5 B. So let's go to APM. So Niagara Falls City is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the APM. Niagara Falls City is going to be 2.5 APM, light 0.25. Oh, that's 2 a.m. Let's go to 8 a.m. So wait for few seconds to edit the video. So let's look at Thursday, July, August 6th, 8 a.m. So line said OB, wire temporalton. Thunder Beach, Sotheby, inland, Solala is going to get some 0.25 millimeters. Collingwood is going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Niagara Falls is 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Waterton 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. Hoopsie, Waterton, Boylston, Ottawa, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Sotheby, Midland. Puebla, so Georgia is going to be 0.25 millimeters. Betty's, Solala is going to be 2.5. Niagara Falls is 0.25 millimeters. So let's look at 2 p.m. So Georgia, Beverly Hills, Betty, Olala, Collingwood, Peterborough, Scarborough, Brampton, Orangeville, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Perth, Scarborough, those it's going to get some 0.25 millimeters rain, partly the Collingwood. So let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. So Collingwood 6.5 millimeters, Betty, Bablas, Olala. Sisaka, Brampton, Orangeville, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Dorset, Second, some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. So Scott Lingwood is going to be 6.25. Palm Beach, Midland, Alala, Betty, Babylon, Coburg, Peterborough, Dorset, Second, some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Don't think Babel. Scarborough 6.5 light, the heaviest light is going to be 2.5 millimeters. So Toronto between the market is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Oshawa heaviest 2.5 light is 0.25. Hooks was 0.25. Ukul heaviest is going to be 2.5 light is 0.25. Heaviest is local 2.5 light is 0.25. So let's go to 1:17 p.m. So Sissaga light is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Brampton is going to get some 0.25. Orangeville 2.5. Toronto is 2.5. Richmond Hill is going to get some 2.5. Because the light is heavy, it's going to be 6.5. The market is going to get some 2.5. Scarborough is going to be 2.5. Stouffville is going to get 0.25. Oshawa, Uxbridge to 0.25. Peterborough to 0.25. Beverly is going to be 0.25 millimeters. Loaded Midlands. So Collingwood is going to be 6.25. Local lightest is going to be 0.25. Heavy is 2.5 millimeters. So let's go to the next tabber. There is no next tabber. Let's look at total precipitation. So let's look at total precipitation. So Peterborough 20 millimeters, Coburg 20 millimeters, Bravo 23 millimeters, and Niagara City 70 millimeters, Niagara City 2 millimeters, so Hamilton 5 millimeters, that's the lightest, heavy is going to be 6 millimeters, Brampton's 8 millimeters, Dover 11 millimeters, Scarborough is going to be 11 millimeters, 10 millimeters, Toronto 7 millimeters, Newmarket 7 millimeters, Sorrento 6 millimeters, Uxbridge 10 millimeters, Oshawa 10 millimeters, Georgia is going to get some 7 millimeters, fabulous, 7 millimeters, ready, 5 millimeters, 7 millimeters, Salaries, 4 3 millimeters, Bombies, 3 millimeters, Sunnybees, 2 millimeters. Let's going to get some 4 millimeters of rainfall, calling with 3 millimeters. So let's go to 8 p.m. Nightfall on the lake is going to be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. August the 6th day something. Watch it over 2 millimeters for Austin, 2 millimeters, Hanover 3 millimeters. Hoops 8 1 millimeters, lines at 1 millimeters, so Bombies 3 millimeters, line 3 millimeters, Sunnybees, Sotheby's 2 millimeters. Nag velocity 1 millimeters, Nag on the lake, like ABS 0.7 millimeters. Hamilton Locals 1 millimeters, Francis 7 millimeters, Sisters August going to be 6 millimeters. Scarborough is going to get some 6 millimeters, Stoffel 5 millimeters, Newmarket Orange was coming 2 millimeters, Oshawa 2 millimeters, Vita 3 millimeters. Coburg 7 millimeters, Babel 7 millimeters, Hooks was going to be 2 millimeters. Georgia is going to be 1 millimeters, Babel is 1 millimeters, Red is going to be 5 millimeters, Salala 3 millimeters. Calling a 30 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower. Let's look at air temperature patterns. So let's look at air temperature patterns. Skip all the way to 2 p.m. Refresh. So 90 degrees wide. Town Hope City lines at 90 degrees. Port Hudson Underwear 90 degrees. Collingwood 90 degrees. Palm Beach 90 degrees. Solid Beach 90 degrees. 70 degrees in Thunder Beach. Everywhere down falls 22.5 degrees. Hamilton Local 90 degrees. Locals can be 20 degrees. Brampton 22, Stowe 21, Scarborough 20.5, Downers to 20 degrees, Newmarket, Orange 21 degrees, Uxbridge 21, Oshawa 21, Peterborough 21, Coburg 20 degrees, Bravo 21 2 degrees. Georgia is going to be 21, Beverly is 21 degrees, Betty's going to be 20 degrees, Alala is going to be 90 degrees. So let's go to the stopper, which is 70 and this and things. So Washington is 16 degrees, line said OB is going to be 17 degrees, Boreal 17 degrees, 60 degrees, 70.5 is in Hanover, Collingwood 70 degrees, Palm Beach 70 degrees, 18 degrees. Southern Beach 80 degrees, Thunder Beach 18 degrees, so everywhere in Air Falls is going to be 85 degrees. Hamilton, Oakland 70 degrees. Brampton 70 degrees, Oakland 70 degrees, Hitchcock 70 degrees, Donald 70 degrees, Scarborough 70 degrees, Dover 70 degrees, Newmarket, Orange Hill 16 degrees. Uxbridge 16 degrees, Oshawa 70 degrees, Peterborough 70 degrees, Coburg 80 degrees, Bravo 70 degrees. Georgia is going to be 70 degrees, Babylon 615, Betty 16 degrees, Alala 16 degrees, so let's go to next hour, which is 3 p.m., August the 3rd, so Washington 23 degrees. Washington 23. For Alton 21 degrees, Hanover is 22 degrees. Hope say 22 degrees. Line says it's gonna be 21 degrees, so it's actually 23. Everywhere in the airport's 24 degrees. Hamilton Oakle's 25 degrees. Oakle's gonna be 25. Brampton 25. Stoffel 24. Scarborough 25. Downers 24. Newmarket Orange 23. Uxbridge 23. Oshawa 25. Peterborough 24. Coburg 23. Belvoir 26. Georgia 22, Betty's 22, Beverly's 22, Alala's gonna be 23. So let's go to next city, which is 20 degrees. Bombay 21. Atlanta's gonna be 23 degrees. Collingwood's 21. So let's go to 70 this and things. So Byerton is going to be to 15 degrees. So let's go to Port Elton's 18 degrees. Hanover is going to be 90 degrees. 70 degrees, so no, it's going to be 90 degrees, 16 degrees, and that's in Hanover. Hoopsie, line says 90 degrees, Collingwood, 14 degrees. Solar Bay, Thunder Beach, so it's 70 degrees, Palm Beach is going to be 16 degrees, Sunderland 16 degrees, Suburban and Airport 70 degrees. Hamilton, Wookles 40 degrees, Brampton 30 degrees, Mississauga 20 degrees, Download 15 degrees. Scarborough 40 degrees, Toval 30 degrees, Newmarket, Orangewood 12 degrees, Hooksville 30 degrees, Sasha 40 degrees, Peterborough 50 degrees, Coburg 70 degrees, Melbourne 16 degrees. Georgia is gonna be 70 degrees, Saturday there is gonna get some 30 degrees, Webler is 40 degrees, Alala's gonna get some 16 degrees, 40 degrees. So let's go to 3 p.m. This something. Wharton 50 25 degrees. We're out in 23 degrees. So Hanover is going to get some 26 degrees. Collingwood is 26 degrees. Bombay is 26. Sotheby is 26. That's going to be 26. Thunder Beach going to get some 25 degrees. Hope Lines is going to get some 24 degrees. So let's go everywhere now for 26 degrees. Hamilton will go 25 degrees. That's the warmest. Cold is coming 23. Bradford 26. 25 degrees in Stowe. Scarborough 24. Down under 23. The market 25. Orange 26. Hooks is 24. Arsenal 22. Peterborough 22. 4. Coburg 21. Balboa 24. Georgina is going to be 25. Bradford 25. Brady 25. A little 24. Let's go to the next stopper, which is 70 and is something. So, hopes it's going to be 80 degrees. Lines is going to get some 90 degrees. Worlds and 80 degrees, 19. Hanover is going to be 70 degrees. Collingwood 16 degrees. Bombay 70 degrees. Sotheby 70 degrees. Down around to 6. 25.5, 20.5 degrees. Everywhere now about 70 degrees. Amateur local 16 degrees. That's warmest. It's cold. It's actually cold. It's warmest at 16 degrees. Cold. It's going to be 70 degrees. Minus 50 degrees. 70 degrees. Down to Mississauga. Down to 70 degrees. Scarborough 6.5 degrees. Dover 16 degrees. Newmarket Orange 50 degrees. Express 70 degrees. Ashrafi 80 degrees. Peterborough 70 degrees. Coburg 20 degrees. Barbados 80 degrees. Georgina 80 degrees. Fabulous is going to be 17 degrees, and he's going to get some 16 degrees, or the last going to be 18 degrees, and last going to be 17 degrees, or less. Let's go to Wharton, 17 degrees. So Bomb Beach going to get some 17 degrees, so Wharton 17 degrees, so let's go to next hour, which is 3 p.m. 3 p.m. So Wharton 27 degrees. Hope it's going to be 27 degrees. 26. Lines at 26. 4 out of 24. Anna was going to get some 25 degrees. Cutting with 27. Palm Beach, Southern Beach 27. Inland 27. Thunder Beach going to be 26. Everywhere in Airport 27. Hamilton, Oakville 23. Oakville, Warmer 23. Cold is going to be 23. Brampton 27, Stovewood 27, Scarborough 25, Toronto 23, Newmarket 27, Orangewood 27, Hooksville 23, 6, Oshawa 24, Peterborough 26, Coburg 22, Belvoir 26, Georgina 26 degrees, where it is going to be 26.5 degrees, Webler 26, where Ottawa 25 degrees, oh, London. Let's go to the next tower, which is AA and this something. So, watch at 90 degrees. Oopsie, 20 degrees, lines at 20 degrees, worlds in 20 degrees, Hanover's gate to get some 20 degrees, Collingwood 20 degrees, Sotheby's 21 degrees, Dunleavy's 21 degrees, Palm Beach 21 degrees, Sutherland's going to be 21 degrees, Savannah was 23 degrees, Amateur Local 20 degrees, Branch 20 degrees, Local Mississauga 20 degrees, Toronto 20 degrees, Scarborough 90 degrees, Telford 90 degrees, Newmarket 20 degrees, Orange 20 degrees, Hooksville 20 degrees Oshawa, 20 degrees Peterborough, 20 degrees Coburg, 21 degrees Balboa, 23 degrees so Georgina's gonna get some 21 degrees, Ready 20 degrees, Webler's 20 degrees, so that's gonna be 20 degrees, so let's go to the next tower, which is 2 p.m. August the 6th. So Upper Halton 24, Arnhem is going 24, Barton 24. Oopsie, 23 lines, it's going to be 21 degrees. Everywhere for 27.5, FM and the local 24 performance. Kobe is going to be 22 degrees, Brand 26, Stowe for 24, 5. Scarborough 26, Downtown to 24, Newmarket 24, Orangeville 24, Rooksville 24, Oshawa 24, Peterborough 25, Coburg 23, Belleville 26, Chitina Bevelas 22, Brady 22, Alala 22, Salaby 23, Palm Beach 23, Thunder Beach 21, Inland 24. So this is the end Collingwood Sunny. So this is the end of the video. So let's go to next. This is the end of the video. So